Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. It is so nice to be home. Guilt. Let's talk about guilt. Guilt is either something we feel or it is something that is placed upon us. We are guilted. Guilt is a controlling emotion, whether it's something we feel ourselves, we're doing to ourselves, or something someone is placing on us. It is a controlling emotion. It influences how we go on both the defense and the offense. First of all, a lot of times, not always, but if you feel guilty in your life about things, it typically means you are a good person. It typically means that you are trying, but not always. Okay, so my mother has a way of, we've talked about this before. It's a good example to get the conversation going. When my mother hasn't heard from me in a while, instead of picking up the phone and just calling me and saying, "Hey, baby cakes, I miss ya," which would incite a very genuine reaction from me, I would not go on the defense. I would say, "Hey, mama, I miss you too. Sorry I haven't called. It's been crazy, whatever." My mother does the texting of all the siblings. My children never call me. I'm disgusted, that my children never call me, blah, blah, blah. And it puts everybody on the defense, makes everybody feel guilty. I know she doesn't want to do this. It is learned, long practiced behavior, but we are working on it. Why do I tell you this? I tell you this because so many of us use guilt. Guilt is the cheapest way to get the reaction you want from another person. Cheapest way. So here's the thing. Couple of things. One, if you feel guilty in any situation consistently, then you are not effectively communicating what your role can really be in that relationship. Whether it's with a man, a woman, a mother, a lover, a friend, a coworker, whatever. If you constantly feel guilty about your contribution, you are being unrealistic about what you are capable of bringing to the table any longer. I don't care who or what you were a year ago. I'm talking about who and what you are today. For example, if you have a friend that is you're constantly disappointing, you feel guilty or they're making you feel guilty about your lack of effort, presence, whatever, you have stopped being realistic about who and what you either want or can be in that given situation. You have stopped being honest because you would rather continue to disappoint them than simply say to them, "I know that we used to hang out all the time last year, but my new life now, or the way my life is going now, does not allot for me to be out 4 nights a week. I can't do what we used to do." So instead, they say, "Hey, do you want to go out Friday night?" And you go, "Probably. Let me see if I can figure it out. That sounds great." And then you text them on Friday and go, "Oh, I can't be there." And they make you feel guilty or you feel guilty. It's a cycle because you're not being honest with who or what you are capable of being right now. So many of us fall into this cycle and we live in that guilt space for so long. And guilt it's a controlling emotion. Remember that. It is a controlling emotion. It controls how you both react and act, right? If you are in a relationship with someone who constantly makes you feel guilty about whatever, the guilt isn't coming from you, it's coming from them. A conversation has to happen. What is their expectation? There is a grave miscommunication about what the expectation is, right? So, mom, what is your expectation for phone calls? Because if your expectation is that I will call you every day, you will constantly be disappointed. And I need to protect my peace, so I cannot allow you to guilt me. It makes me feel terrible. It's not fair. It puts me on the defense. I don't want it. I rebuke it. I refuse it. I will not allow it in my space. So let's readjust your expectation. I can call you twice a week. I am comfortable with that. I will check in with you twice a week. That is what I am capable of giving right now. If that is not enough for you, got to set boundaries, Suze. Love ya. I got to do it, right? So why are so many of us so afraid to set boundaries and go like, we need to, it's like we want to be everything to everyone to the point that we'll live in this purgatory state of guilt all the time. People assume because I work for myself that they can call me while I'm working and talk for 30 minutes about shoes they found at Nordstrom. And when I go, hey, listen, I can't do this. I gotta work. They're like, oh, whatever, annoyed. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. I love the fact that at 12:30 in the afternoon, you can talk about the shoes you bought at Nordstrom for 30 minutes. That's not my life. Don't make me feel bad about what I have to offer. Here is who I am and what I have to offer. I would give somebody the shirt off my back. Not right now because I'm not wearing a bra and that would be gross for them. Trust me. But I am that friend. But like Adrian, perfect example. Adrian is the friend, Scarlett too, calls me. What are you doing? I'm working. I can't talk right now. Okay, just wanted to say I love you. Call me when you can. Love you too. Bye. That's how it goes. Great. Thank you for not making me feel like an awful person. Thank you for not shaming me or guilting me. That is a healthy exchange. I appreciate that. I will call you now willingly as soon as I have free time. Guilt is control. Remember that. Whether you're placing it on yourself or someone is placing it on you. Evaluate where the miscommunication is. It is most likely in the expectation. The expectation needs to be readjusted. And we're so afraid to have the uncomfortable conversation, but do it. Reassess the expectation. Let them know what you are truly capable of, right? If you have stayed after work to help a coworker a few times, and now she's expected that every time she asks you to stay late, you do, and you feel guilty when you can't, I refuse that guilt. I am going to maturely talk to you and say, listen, I know I was able to help you. My situation has changed. I can't stay every time that you need me to. When I am able to, I will let you know. But the incessant asking me and me having to say no makes me feel guilty. And a lot of times people go, I don't want you to feel guilty. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Because it's a manipulation and a controlled emotion. It is a control emotion. Rebuke it. Nope, not taking it. You will not put it in my space. Okay, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I love you so much today. Have a great day.